Well, good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's go ahead and make sure you all can hear me. If you would please let me know in the comment section, I'd appreciate it. As we jump in here this morning, keep in mind that everything we look at today is for educational purposes only, and nothing is meant to be advice or recommendations. Let me see. My monitor seems to have moved a little bit. All right. As we go through here as well, folks, if you like what you see, make sure you subscribe, like us, hit the bell, ring the bell, so you'll get all notifications of everything that we do here on YouTube. And then make sure you follow us on the rest of our social platforms. We'll leave links to all of them down in our description below. All right. So with that being said, it is time to jump in. So let's go take a look first at the futures. So let me clean this up a little bit, get rid of that app there so we can make it bigger on the screen. I've got my drawing tools preloaded already. Look at that. I am prepared. So we opened up last night, 6 p.m., kind of went sideways, a little bit of a pop, lower top in there, and then a really nice pullback, which put us underwater just slightly. We climbed back up into the, from the European Open, right? And we had this slight little drift up. And then from right about 7:30 this morning, we've had a really nice increase, a nice move up in the market, which puts us up about 15 points on the ES right now. So nice, strong push so far for the pre-market. We'll see what happens as any of the 8:30 economic reports come out and how much yapping goes on with politicians online, right? We've got YM right now is sitting up about 140 points. Decent move for them. Good, strong push again in this last candle. Same thing with NQ, right? Look, I mean, wicked candle. Look at that. I mean, we were down here as low as 15,850 and up as high as 15,930. So we've had a big move in this one candle on NQ for sure, but a little bit of a different picture. And when I say that, much deeper draw on NQ than we saw in some of the others earlier. So good recovery on them. Right now, NQ is up 68 points. Russell, all right, calm down, baby. Calm down, Russell. Now, we're still good. We're well within range of our iron condors. I mean, when we look at RUT, I was just doing an analysis on something with this. We look at RUT. Have we had some movement in there? Yeah, but come on, guys. I mean, look back. I mean, this is a sweet trade. You're missing out. Just if you ain't picking this up, you are missing out on this something serious. And that's the analysis I was showing right there. 11.5% with 100% winners last year. I mean, it's been phenomenal. It's been phenomenal for us. So good trade setup. But RUT is up right now about 7, almost 8 points on the RUT right now. Bitcoin up to 43,600. Ethereum is taking the same type of bounce. So Bitcoin is up 850 points. Ethereum's up about 100 points right now. You can see it's, again, spottier position than Bitcoin is. Gold, kind of all over the place with an overall bearish hint to it all through the night until, again, that European market. And we seem to get that stair step and just as wild of a ride on the last candle for gold. And then crude, $82 a barrel. I have a leap on one position right now, long-term option, which is an energy position that's doing extremely well. So moves like this definitely going to help with that. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at yesterday's trade setups first. And then you guys let me know in the comment section, what trades did you take yesterday? Were any of the ones that we shared with you? Let me know down in the section below. Yep, Amos, you're right. It is CPI that's driving everything this morning. I didn't see the numbers. Up 5.5% ex food. %5 versus 4% up. So, okay. All right, so we'll see where it all lands. But let's go take a look at some trades. And you guys, again, let me know the ones that you did from yesterday. So as we jump in here, as I'm looking at yesterday's tracking sheet here, I had check marks next to CVS, Juniper, and RIVN. right? I wound up taking 2 out of those 3 yesterday. CVS was one of them, right? Good, strong bounce on CVS. If we go back and look, let me full screen this. CVS, right? We were waiting for a retest of the 105. So we opened up at 106. We ran up here to 107. We pulled back down here. Actually, let's do this one here. Well, I had the lines drawn on there yesterday. Anyway, we pulled back to right here is that 105-ish level. And that's where we got our bounce, moving average confluence and everything. We got our bounce off of there. And we did a call option on it while the stock was about 105. And right now we're at about 106, right? We're up 26 cents this morning. So 106.30, right? So you had about $1 move overall throughout the course of the day yesterday. So 50, 60, 70 cents on your option, allowing for bid-ask spread inside of there. So overall, really nice trade, right? Next one was ILMN, right? We did a bull put spread. Look at this, guys. You know, we talked about on ILMN, the note was price above 383 and the strike below 383, right? So I went ahead and did the 375, 377 half bull put spread yesterday on ILMN and took in $1.50 on a 250 spread. $2.50 increments, picked up $1.50 on it. So that one's still open. That's a sweet setup. That was not one of my 3 check marks, but moved nicely right where we wanted it to, pull back and bounce. So there we go. And then Juniper, JNPR, did have a couple of check marks next to it yesterday. So we sold a $35 put at 35 cents, and we pulled back quite a bit. So that put had gone up in value. And then we got back above that 35. Let me see. So, and this was the put for the 14th, which is here, the 35s. So we sold it at 35 cents. Right now it's showing at 15 by 30 with a mid price of 23. Again, you got to check mid prices. This is not accurate because there are no pennies traded here, at least not right now. There's not. We'll see when everything opens, but I don't see any pennies in here at all on the options prices. Everything seems to be trading in 0s and 5s as the last number. All right. But 35 to 23, we're doing okay on Juniper right now, and it's up 4 cents in pre-market. So I'm good with that. All right. So let's see. Alan said MasterCard was an ATM for him. There you go. Baba was boring. And nannied NVIDIA pre-pal. Okay. So excellent. So all good trades, all good setups, right? Evelyn said 13% on the SPY put, 6% on a Tesla put. There you go, Evelyn. Fantastic. I love it. And I don't need dollars and cents. I love when you put rates of return in. That's good. The ticker on TradeStation, Karen, for RUT, the RUT is $RUT is the TradeStation ticker. All right. And that is the continuous index, right? That's full index on it. Okay. So it is time for today's candidates. So the very first one we're going to take a look at is AMBA. Now, again, I've got these broken up by weekly options, and then we have 3 of them that have only monthly options on them. So we'll look at AMBA. Let's go ahead and, because I brought up RUT, it changed this over to non-intraday data, pre-market data rather. So we look at AMBA, and they had an upgrade come in on AMBA. They're up right now almost $8. That's a nice upgrade, right? So let's go check out the AMBA chart. See what we're looking at. Okay, so they got an upgrade after a huge drop. They're sitting right now at 165 and in the pre-market, and we've got a resistance at 169. Do I need a fib in here? 50? Oh, no, I don't. Okay. So we do not. All right, so we're at 165 right now. I'd be looking at a bull put spread below 150. Right? It's a long way away. I just don't know if we'll get anything for it. The 150s yesterday were 150 puts yesterday were $1.78. We've moved $8. So if we go $10 move, 50, we might get 70 or 80 cents for our short leg. Right? And you can see pricing is off a little bit because you're 70, 48, 95. That shouldn't be that way. So we got to see when it opens up, but I'm looking below the 150. For that reason, it doesn't make it on my 3 check mark list. It's too far to go. Biogen, those that are here that were in power options plays way back when we traded this one. Biogen can have some huge bid-ask spreads on it. You can see right here, just massive 52.70, 59.90. So call it 53 to 60, $7 spread, $4 spread, $5 spread. I mean, there are some big numbers in there, and we don't get a lot of big open interest on Biogen. We can go to monthly options, and we do a little bit better, usually with spread and with some open interest. Here's 197 open interest, 67 delta. Still a big spread at 200. But they had drug news come out. They got a downgrade. The drug news wasn't good, obviously, right? So let's go look at a daily chart and see what, if anything, we're going to do on Biogen. And that's why I like spreads on a company like Biogen. So if they're sitting right now at 219. All right. So 219. So we got 200. I haven't traded these guys in a bit. 200 and 250. Oh, we definitely need to split that level in half. We need a fib in there for sure. So let's pull that out. So 224. Okay. So we'll be looking at a bear call spread above 224. Right? And they have, at that price range, they've got $2.50 increments. So you got 225, 227 half. Once again, I'm not going to have a good number on here. Let's see. We got the same here. We do. I'm not going to have a good number right now on this spread because we've moved so much, 23 points. But if we set above 224, so we're looking at 225, 27 half. As of yesterday, we can get $1.90. If we make a $20 move, looks like we could be about 75 cents, which would not be bad whatsoever. If I could be at the $225 strike on a downgrade and a miss on the drug, this is not, oh, we're going to recover on this next week. This is, and this was something to do with the government, not Medicare or Medicaid, not going to pay for this drug unless the person was in a drug trial. And it's something for, I think, Alzheimer's, first one of its kind. So whatever it was big news for Biogen. So we'll be looking there. All right. And then we're going to go and look at Doordash. Doordash got an upgrade today, no name next to it, so I didn't care about who it was. They're up about $4.50 right now for Doordash. So let's go take a look at the day chart. So right now, 120 to 150, we'll call it, is 30 points. We need to split that level. So what do we have here? 75, 25. We need to split both. So we need both a negative 136 and a 118. All right. So right now we're sitting at 148. So we're up. We're up at resistance right now. Right? This was good news for them, but I'm going to look at a bullish trade above 150. 150 and a half, actually. But what I'm looking at here is we need to get above that 149.57, retest it, and bounce. That's the only way I'm interested in taking this trade at all, right? Because we're right up against resistance. 148.29 is where we are right now versus 149.57. Okay, The market is screaming at you, hello, do you see the warning signs ahead? Right? You're at a resistance level. Be very cautious if you don't get above. Could you day trade it to the downside? You could, but it seems like very strong news. The markets are up, so you've got to question, do you want to fight the overall trend? Right now, DD, who I don't trade, right? $5.16 right now. They're talking about doing the second IPO, which is going to bring more cash into them, which will take care of some of the debt that the government is not willing to put the money out there for to help them. I don't know. I mean, okay. We could possibly look at a naked put on DD, 20 Delta, but DD just ain't done well. I mean, from the day it came out, it ain't done well. Massive slide right behind, right? I mean, where's our next leg down, right? So if we're looking at, I don't even know, I've got different numbers here. So I'm not even sure what's going on. My price here, is showing I don't know, we're off. So we're showing a closing price of $10, and we're showing on TradeStation $5. So I don't know what's going on if we're not reporting on this or what. So there must be a bad tick in the data here. I'm assuming it's on Omega charts. So if we're looking at DD right now, if we look at a naked put, vertical would not be an option. We're looking for a 20 Delta. You just don't have the premium there. It's just not there. I left it on our list to share with you that these are not ones that I normally do. I said it right up front. I don't trade DD, right? So naked put, I'm going to put down don't do, right? With a couple exclamation points. So they won't be getting 3 check marks from me today. Yeah, just say no. Right? Exactly, Alan. Just say no. Actually, the word, it is the most important technical phrase a trader will ever know. In your vocabulary of trading words, this is the most important one. You ready? Next. Just get good at saying next. Let the chaff rise to the top, right? Get rid of all the garbage, right? So next, we're looking at Dish, DISH. They're back in talks again with DirecTV for mergers. Whether it passes on SEC approval or not, there's lots of questions behind that of whether or not they do or do not. But the talks are going on again, right? So we're up $1.67 right now. So if we look at Dish, right, they already were up 35, 38. They're right now at 37.05. So we actually can draw, not one, as you can tell, I don't have any fibs on it, so not one I normally look at, but there's a nice move there. $35, 36.5. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so, and right now we're at 37. Gee, go figure, we're right here, right? So I'm going to be looking at a naked put on Dish. What could we get for it? So yesterday, the position that had a 20 Delta, so the 35s had a 20 Delta yesterday, 24. We were able to get 46 cents. Wow, if I could pick up 30 cents on this today, one day less, market is already open today with the good news out. We'll be looking at a naked put with a 20 Delta, right? And then last one of the majors, because then we got a couple of minors, PayPal. Jeffries downgraded them, right? So I've got a horizontal line drawn already there on PayPal. I just went through and did our power option plays update yesterday. PayPal was neutral. We weren't worried about their earnings. We had it listed as a day trade, right? And it was just neutral based on where the price closed in relation to our moving averages, right? The moving averages were bearish, but we're in a neutral bias there. And we're back down below that. We're at 189, we'll call it right now. I love it. Absolutely love it. And we pushed 2 days ago down to that 181 level as well, right? So we've made it down there. This is last year. I don't want that. Let's see. What is this one here? This is this year. So PayPal for us on the 7th, right? So that was here, right? We made a little bit on PayPal there. Nothing crazy. So as we look at this move, we're going to be looking at a long put with price below 191, right? You could also be looking at a bear call spread above 191, right? So like it a whole lot, right? A whole lot. But we'll see. We'll see where it goes. It puts us back in. Moving averages are in a bearish bias, so this is the right setup for it. We gave it a neutral yesterday, but just look at the pattern. The moving averages have been bearish for months. Months. If you look, we've been bearish on PayPal since, as far as bias goes, since mid-September. And we haven't come out of that range yet. Got close, but haven't come out of it yet. So, all right. So PayPal, there you go. I've got 3 more. We're going to go through these very quickly. So at this point, drop the candidates in that you want me to take a look at, folks. What stocks do you want me to take a look before the market opens to give you some help, some guidance there? So number one we've got 3 of them today, is Ally, A-L-L-Y. Right? These are all monthly options. They have a 20% increase in their dividend and a share buyback program they've announced. So they're up right now $1 on that. So bull put spread would be the consideration, possibly a naked put. You got 9 days away, so there's a possibility for it. Crocs is the next one. So on Crocs, they got an upgrade. It's done well for them. They're up $5. I'm very disappointed that this has monthly options on it. So, and they are wide increments, $5. So again, not a fan. Bigger spreads, $2 and $3, $4 in spread. So that's a little bit of a deterrent. And then PHG. PHG had they're expecting a 40% drop in profits for this upcoming fourth quarter, right? So all relating back to supply chain and COVID and all that wonderful stuff. So they are down $6. We'd be looking at a bear call spread. By the way, Crocs would be a bull put spread. I might have said it, but I didn't write it down if I did. All right. So what candidates you guys want to look at? Sean asked, where would we put our stop on PayPal? So we would be looking at, so what do we got here? 91 to 200. So it's about $9 in there. So right about 93 and a half, somewhere between 93 and 94, Sean, is where I would set that up as a stop. Yeah, and Sean said I put mine around 93-ish, but I'd be worried about whipsaw into the stop for a directional trade. And you could see how yesterday ran, right? We had the gap down, right? Actually, we opened about flat. And then we had that big run up. We pushed higher and came back a little bit, closed the end of the day, still on the bullish side. So we could see, though, that whipsaw type move. It's very possible, right? And that's just but PayPal is telling you that right up front. So, Sean, you're seeing it, which is great. But PayPal is telling you that by looking at the pattern. What's going on? It's just been in this sideways, ugly, yuck type move. So we're there. We're there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. You have a great rest of your day. Make it a profitable one. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, this week on the 13th, we've got our first training coming up on 30 days to trading success. You do not want to miss out on that training, folks. Right? Sean, can you drop that link in there? Make sure you guys get registered for that. We've spent a year developing this program. We're finally ready to release it. I'm adding some charts today into the presentation of some things for us to go through. So get yourself into that free training. You've got 4 of them to choose from. One of them, someone brought up the other day, is the last one is on a Saturday, right, at noon. So there you have it. Have a great day. Make it a profitable one. And yes, you are only one trade away. I will see all of you at our update tomorrow. Take care, folks. Bye.